Hi, welcome back to our channel Autistic Multiple Life. Our channel was created to erase stigma around autism and dissociative identity disorder and other type of neurodiversities and different conditions in dissociative spectrum and different neurodiversities and different mental health conditions. Today I want to speak about what it means to have guys who have different religions in one system. When I said system, I mean mind, one mind. Several personalities in one mind. Scientists call it dissociative identity disorder, or if person don't have full amnesia and have only kind of emotional amnesia, or OSDD1, or partly dissociative identity disorder, but we don't believe that it's disorder, we believe it's part of who we are. So, religion. At first, what I want to say, that yes, of course, people, alters, personalities, people who live in one head could have religion. We could believe in something, we could believe in God. Actually, some of us couldn't believe in God. Some of us prefer to believe, some of us prefer not to believe. Sometimes it's a question of choice. Sometimes it's a question just some alters. For example, in our system, we have alters who couldn't imagine how it's possible to believe in God. Also, we have alters who couldn't imagine how not to believe in God. Religions in system could be really different. It could be new systems, not our system, but different systems that have actually their own pantheon of gods. They have their own religion, and sometimes some altars could be even gods for other altars. So other altars could believe that one altar could believe that second altar in the system is God and pray to this altar. So this kind of relationship between altar is quite possible, and sometimes it exists. Some systems have kind of religion that they created, and some altar could believe in it, other altar could not believe in it. It's like in inside world, it's like, for example, in some kind of collective club or family. Like you all understand, sometimes in one family you could have atheists, you could have Christian, you could have Muslim, so it could be very, very different. By the way, Eid Mubarak to all Muslims. And me, Abu Hamza, I'm Muslim, and today together with me in co-front, Ayman not a Muslim. Ayman is agnostic, so perfect example how it's works. Sorry, we go through this kind of loud environment. After that, I continue. I like this place. So you see a little bit of Sheffield, the city where we are living. When I made this video, I think it's a nice city and decided maybe it would be interesting to you. So what else I want to say? So what it means to have different religion when you're part of the system. Sometimes it's like, I think you would have such kind of good communication about religions that you could go to kind of conference or United Nations summit, because when you have in one system guy who believes in black magic, at the same time you have guy who is Christian Orthodox and a guy who is Salafi Muslim, and you need to communicate with them. You need to make decision what you would bought to eat, because you know some kind of problems. For example, and also you have Jewish person. Because, for example, sometimes if you are Christian Orthodox and decided not to eat some food in some days because of your religion, you Muslim person could think another way, or Muslim person would eat only halal food, or a Jewish person could only kashrut food. it's only just about food. The same about music, the same about prayer, the same about kind of activity. So I think sometimes host or primary protector could be perfect negotiated for United Nations because it's so big experience with negotiation with people with so different religious views. Also, it could be, for example, sometimes conflicts when one guy is liberal, other guy is conservative, even if the same religion. Sometimes it's even more difficult when you, for example, when you have this kind of Salafi Muslim and liberal Muslim in one system, it could be even more problematic that if some guy would be atheist and some guy would be Salafi Muslim, because Salafi Muslim would decide, Jesus kafir, just atheist, okay. But for this liberal Muslim, he would decide that he need to save them. Also, it could be very, very different different because of your kind of, I don't know, because of alters characters. Some alters, like our verba, try to save everyone and be involved in this kind of proselytism, and other alters, like our Abu Umar, just decided, okay, it's a God question, God would decide who believe or not. I wouldn't try to push some of us to believe. I would just speak about Islam. Yeah. So it's in many ways it's about compromises. It's about a relationship inside system, and yeah, it could be very, very difficult. But in many ways, it's actually help in outside world, because of people when you have people with different religion in your body, personality with different religion in your body, you better understand kind of different religions you see in outside world. You better understand religious conflicts. You better understand how important some religious stuff could be to other people. And it could actually help in activism. It could actually help if you're interested in politics or you're interested in history. It could actually help in communication. So it could be a good stuff. About choices, we decided to make compromise. It depends on who is fronting. For example, if Abu Umar and me fronting more, for us it's important that food would be halal. And for example, we couldn't eat pigs. We couldn't eat pig meat, pork at all, and so we don't eat pork. No one in the system when me and Abu Umar used to be in this time, in this month, as we are co-hosts. No one in the system now eating pork at all, because we could came in any seconds. We too close to front. When, for example, Rumpel, who is introduced from Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time, he was Ayman's co-host almost a year, and when he was co-host, I think people in this body most of the time eat everything. But for example, of course, if they would switch to Abu Umar, and if they would knew about system from this time, until this time, Abu Umar just wouldn't eat pork and stuff like this. So it could be unexpected switching and some kind of awkward situation, but many times it's this rule when, like, who is fronting more in this particular month, in this particular moment, these guys made decisions. This is working. This is actually working. And what was important else, just kind of respect alters religions, your headmate's religious views. If you would respect their kind of religious views, doesn't mean that you would agree with them and everything. It doesn't mean that you would decide that their religious views are cool and you believe in it. It doesn't mean that you would be kind of in this view that all religions is good. It means that you just wouldn't kind of shame them for their religion or tells them that they're going to hell or stuff like this. If you would do it, made kind of boundaries, they would respect your religion and you would kind of respect their religion. For example, even Abu Hamza, who is kind of the most conservative Muslim in our system, he called Ayman and I don't know, Eric, Rumpel, he called them kuffars, but he don't try to push them do something. He understands that this is between them and God. Yeah, and this kind of respecting personal boundaries really help. Actually, for me, it's a little bit weird to speaking about systems and religions, because you know, when you're speaking about, for example, I don't know, family and religion, university club and religion, feminist group and religion, no one surprising than people in one feminist club. Or people in one family could have different religion, that yes, they could believe in God, yes, they could believe that they have different souls, but when you're speaking about people in systems, sometimes people ask these weird questions. What do you think, could altar have their religious views? Could altar have different religious views? So yes, of course they could, and of course they have. And yeah, actually I wanted to make this video even before because for me it's my Muslim identity is very important stuff and very important part of who I am. I couldn't just imagine myself as a kafir, and sometimes I have this kind of derealization. I don't understand who I am, and if I don't show, maybe I'm Ayman, maybe I'm Eric, I just asking myself, am I a Muslim? Yeah, I'm Muslim, so I know that I'm Abu Hamza. It's really important to me. Okay, I think we made all this walk through Kalhem Island in Sheffield, and I told you more important stuff about religion and systems. Again, Eid Mubarak. May Allah bless you. It's for all Muslims who watching our videos. And thank you so much for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you have some comments, if you're part of the system and you have some interesting story about religion and your system, about religion relationship in your system, just tell it. If you have some questions, just ask it. And see you next time. Bye.